ultimately go to 5-day delivery. He wants to see the closure of many postal facilities and post office, give the Postmaster General the authority to close as many postal facilities and post office as they deem necessary. The problem with this is this would diminish the kind of service that we're able to provide. And of course, if it diminishes the service that we provide and all we do is provide service, people are less likely to use the mail system, which means the Postal Service will begin to lose more money, which means they'll start cutting more days and more jobs. And ultimately, the Postal Service, as we see it today, will no longer exist.
So then it truly be dead on arrival, you know, with this bill being what it is. What comes to mind for me, because my viewers are so intelligent that some of their thinking would be, we need to investigate a person like that to see who he has his money invested with, where is he getting his lobbying dollars from, because anybody with a brain cell working would not be talking like he's talking. He would look at the positive side of it, and then he can look at the negative implication. But when you balance it all, you would come out with an outcome saying we need to try to do what we can do to maintain. So I'm very, very suspicious. After the show, I'm going to get his name and see if I can get some of the researchers to kind of follow this piece.
It won't take much digging to come up with stuff on Daryl Issa, trust me. He has a very shady past, and I'll just leave it at that. But if you look up Daryl Issa, now one of the things that
What's
really—
What's spelling on his last name?
ISSA. Very anti-labor, anti-post office. Yes, he is a Tea Party Republican out of California. Now, one of the things that really is troubling to our workforce right now is that he has a mouthpiece in our Postmaster General, Patrick Donahoe. He's pretty much at the helm of this great American institution, yet he's calling for everything that would destroy the Postal Service as we know it.
Postmaster General?
The Postmaster General.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. If I'm confused as the host,
right,
maybe some of my smart, intelligent viewers might have figured it out, but I need some help with that.
Listen to everything that's coming from the Postmaster General, and it spells doom and gloom for the Postal Service. Now, this guy is our chief operating officer. He is at the helm of our company, yet he does not have a vision or seem to appreciate the mandate that the Postal Service exists to provide, and that is a universal service. Everything that he has proposed is kind of like a slash and burn mentality. These provisions that he is talking will not save the Postal Service, only lead to its ultimate destruction. They're talking about taking away, phasing out door-to-door delivery. This means
rationale on that?
If you don't have a P.O. box, if you don't have curbside delivery, that means that they're looking to put cluster boxes on the corner of every street so you can get your mail. Now, how inconvenient is that? Phase out door-to-door delivery, take away Saturday service.
Who's going to pay for the cluster boxes?
Who's going to pay for the cluster boxes? Who's going to want to use the mail service? You see, everything that they're proposing is only leading to the demise of the Postal Service. So we have to really act fast on this. We have to inform the American public what is at stake here. The Postal Service is one of those things that just operates so efficiently in the background and integrating into our daily lives, and is one of the things that we won't appreciate it until it's gone. And again, like I said, it is the backbone of a $1.3 trillion mailing industry. So the jobs that will be lost are not just postal employees, but those who are associated with the mailing industry. And we're talking some 8 million Americans.
It's got a domino. Think about all the diesel fuel.
Yeah.
That's not going to be sold. When I think about the displacement of diesel mechanics, the electricians, carpenters, masons, you know, the carriers.
Think about small businesses. Now, these the Tea Party and the Republicans are always advocating on behalf of small businesses. The Postal Service is a very instrumental and needed agency for small businesses to be productive, especially in rural America where they rely upon the Postal Service. Because like I said, UPS and FedEx are not going to these rural places. The U.S. mail is obligated by law to go to every address. If you build your house in a mountain on a remote location, we'll get up there. You're at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, we get on a donkey and we go down there and deliver. You're across a lake, we get in a canoe and we go over there and deliver. The U.S. Postal Service delivered to these places that FedEx and UPS does not.
We got 3 minutes left. Let me ask you one quick question. If I order something from somebody, I do a lot of business internationally, and I don't recall, when I order certain things, it's coming into the country.
Yes.
How am I getting that?
More often than not, you're getting it through the United States Postal Service.
So they're paying. So if they pay the postage in Tokyo to send me a package, how do you get your money?
Well, there's an exchange with other postal services.
Okay.
You know, whether it's from Canada, United States, but it's the United States.
The reason
Postal
why
Service.
I ask, because I notice most of the stuff that I get is coming in through the United States Postal Service and not FedEx or UPS.
Yeah, absolutely, because the Postal Service has the network. We have the best network, bar none, in the postal network, bar none, in the world.
So after you finish, we're going to leave on the screen the name of National Letter Carriers Association, number 11, the phone number, the email address, and Mr. Julion's name for your recollection. Please, please get in touch with the union. Talk to your postal workers and let them know that you've seen their president, because if they work in the Chicagoland area, you are their president.
In the greater Chicago area, absolutely.
Right, you are their president. So that's him. Let's start some conversation around this. Hit me on Facebook on the page and let us know what you thought about this program, and if we need to bring Mr. Julion back, if it's nothing more, for a 15-minute update on Senate Bill 1789. That's Senate Bill 1789. We'll post that on the Facebook page, and then I'll do a link from my Facebook page to your Facebook page.
Oh, great, great.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what's your closing remarks? You got about 30 seconds.
Well, my closing remarks are simply this. Contact your congressman. Contact Senator Durbin, Senator Durbin, Senator Kirk's office. Let them know that you need the United States Postal Service to survive, and that any legislation that will cut Saturday delivery, that would phase out door-to-door delivery, and that will have a negative impact on our postal workers is not good legislation. Senate Bill 1789, we're opposed to it. Please contact your congressman and your senator.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you,
we're looking forward to seeing you again. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back with a great author, with a great book. And if you got children going to college, thinking about going to college, or doing some post-high school educational programs, you need to stay tuned. Get that pencil and paper. Again, we'll be right back.